Hello. Hello. Yeah, sorry, I messed up the mic. I forgot to add the mic to stage. So now everything is clear, I guess. So yeah, so I'll just wrap up what all we did. So basically, we plan to create password forgot password UI to set that functionality, and then to move on to chat UI. So for forgot for password, I'm using same login UI and removing unwanted features because UI is almost same. And we have run the project in VS Code, and project is running. And also added the documentation of setting up VS Code extension in from via FlutterFlow and running the app. I've added the link to chat. You can check it out. And so there might be some background noises due to Diwali. Please excuse that. So let's get started. Here I've added the conditional builder to wrap the main authentication or login and sign and forgot password UI. So I need to set one more page state called is forgot password. We can use the same actual just to keep it more concise or simple logic. We can use the same logic like authentication stage or something auth stage. It can be integer, and we can use 1 2 3, and based on that we can show the UI states. But to just keep it clear, so we are using two different states so it's clear to understand. Is forgot password, and we'll set it as boolean. Default it is false. And in conditional builder here we'll set this. So if is forgot password is equals to false, else it will show this, else we'll see this UI. So this is for authentication UI, this is forgot password. So we'll remove unwanted UI here. We'll update that to this UI, forgot password. And this one. So as I said, so this particular title and description, we are already using it thrice. So what we'll do is we'll convert this to a single component so we can use it across the app. So I'll just convert this to a component. We'll just call it as title text. Title text, and we'll add this here. We'll make it as title. Let's set parameters, title and description. So whenever you're using a particular UI widget or anything twice or more than that, if it is you reuse multiple times, it's best to convert into a component and pass the parameters, which is dynamic, and use it. So I am setting this here, title, default variable, and description. Let's set the description here. So as we are using is thrice, we'll also replace the same with the same component also. So we'll go back and we just pass these two parameters here. And also this makes it convenient. We don't need to rebuild UI again and again if you're using it. So it's much efficient. And also if you wanted to make any particular change, we can just change in one component. It will reflect in all the others. We'll also change this in other UIs. So I'll just paste this here, bring this on the top, and add the same UI here. So this is that simple. We'll delete this. So we have it as this one component, and we'll also set same for sign up flow. Copy the text here. Already have it here. We'll set it for else. The else is forgot password here. So this is also same here. Let us remove this. We have the same for sign up. I guess we'll have a different text here. Sign in at that venture. What's here? Okay, for sign up, it's a different text here. So if you wanted to change, we can just change this one, and it will also reflect. And please note, whenever this issue I've been seeing nowadays a lot. So whenever you copy paste or add a new component to an expanded like column or something, it automatically goes to expanded this one. This will immediately cause breaking issues. Like if I run this particular change, the entire this will crash. If you wanted to see, like, let me pull the latest changes and show you. So now, okay, and VS Code, like, it shows this error. So this means like you have some files open. So here what you do is you just like remove all the pages which are opened, and you just pull the code again, and it will work again. See, okay, we have some project errors. Action. Let me remove this action for the forgot password. We'll set it. So just show you why this happens. This because sometimes we ignore it. It automatically goes to this expanded, even though we copy the non-expanded version. It'll directly automatically go to expanded. So, and also sometimes to just like debug that kind of error will take hours of time. So please make sure that you don't do that. For example, now see it is expanded, and I'm uh, I pulled the changes, reloaded the app, reset the app. Let's see if it works. So as you can see, it's a blank screen, right? You can see all these errors here, what I'm getting. So to just avoid this, even though sometimes if you don't know, it'll take a lot of our time to debug this kind of error. You just need to make sure it is not expanded. I guess previously we copied the same thing for login also, so we need to make sure even there it works same. We'll update the text and we'll change that. We have here, oh, I don't know nowadays from past 2 days, components, I'm adding the components. For some reason, all the components are just syncing instead of having their own instances. Either I might be making any mistake, or we have some issues in FlutterFlow. I'll make sure to report this issue to them. So yeah, so here everything is fine. Let's see here in forgot password UI. It's not expanded. So now none of them are expanded. Let's see how it goes. Let's see other components if everything is fine. I think some of the components which we are duplicating, it's just linked to the same instance for some reason. It's a very weird error from FlutterFlow. I need to debug this, or I need to report this if we have same issue. Like you can see, we have this particular thing here, and if I see that for same this one, we have same. So even if I change in one component, it's having the same issue. So let's see what's going on with that. Need to debug. Well, we need to report this. I'll report. And now if you see, like, we removed that expanded thing, and now it will run without any errors. See, so this is what I said. For some reason we have this thing synced. If we are using components, we need to report this. It's happening for some reason. Okay, and now let's continue to build the UI of this one, forgot password UI. We have we'll remove this UI. So we just need an email and reset button here to set the reset link. And we need a text which to navigate back. For this also we'll use the same button. We'll duplicate this. Need to change the theme of it. Fill color, we'll set it to primary background, secondary background, and change the color of the text. We'll set it to primary, and we need to add icon. So added arrow left, we'll add it, and we'll set it to 20. Let's see what is the size of this. 20. Okay. And color, and when it goes back, we'll update the app state to page state, not app state. Page state is forgot password is equals to false. So send reset link. We'll name this email component to reset email. Reset email. And add an action here to send reset password link. Okay. Navigate back and we copy this action here, change the UI. We'll add this action on forgot password. We'll set it as true. And we'll save the changes. Control S. Control S. And we'll pull the changes. Let's restart. And we'll click forgot password. So as you can see, I have forgot password UI. I think this time also we have the same sync issue, maybe. Hopefully we don't have any sync issue. No. Okay. Good to know that. So yeah, we don't have any sync issue, but sometimes we have that sync issue. Like you can see here, even though if I set different text for both chat, this one, login and sign up, for some reason these two components are linked. We don't even have any unique key to pass also, but for some reason it's happening from past 2 days. I don't know why. Maybe we'll just remove update page on changes. Maybe this solves the issue, because we don't have any changes happening here, so we'll just remove that. It may fix the issue. Let's also do the same for the other one. Yeah, what password? Okay. Using the same text here. So initially, like yesterday in yesterday's live stream, I set the conditional visibility for different instances, and again we faced the text field syncing issue. So we have what we have done. We have wrapped that single only text fields and buttons to different conditional builders. But so basically text field we just have one. So we just like confused. I will just name it properly. So we use that text fields or text fields. So it is easy to identify. Sign up. Sign up and log in. Here we need to set conditional value, if else conditional value. So if age state is sign up is equals to true, we will set it as adventure starts here. If not, then it is a login UI. So we'll set it as welcome. I thought we had two instances, just confused. It also set same for description. Please sign in here. Okay. Let's pull the changes and see how the things work. So basically, as you can see, if we set VS Code, it's just like unlimited testing instead of showing it in FlutterFlow. But one upside of FlutterFlow having debug mode is we'll have the debug panel where you can see exactly like what is the current values in app state, page state, etc. So that's only one thing. So for to debug most of other issues like layout issues, any backend related issues, VS Code is much better because we'll have detailed logs which we can copy paste to any AI model to get to know what's exactly happening, etc. So we pull the changes. Let's refresh the page. Okay, so we have forgot password here. Enter email, send reset link, email required. Okay, and email, create accounts. So now we have different. Okay, perfect. Everything is good. And so in case like if you wanted to validate the pages and you wanted to set custom messages, error messages, or you wanted to set like disable states, etc., you can wrap the entire text fields with form, so we can validate the particular text fields, so we don't have any nulls or faceless nulls, etc. So we'll name this as login form. Login form. Mostly we can automatically validate, but now we will validate on actions. We'll do same for sign up. We'll wrap this into form. Did we already wrap? No. Wrap this into form, and we'll name this as sign up form. So you can validate the your fields here. You can automatically validate, but if you wanted to have custom field like for users, if you wanted to give them custom experience for the validation, you can also add conditional value to validate if this particular thing is valid or not, or you can just like validate form. You have action in FlutterFlow. You can select the form. So this is login, so I'll validate. If the fields are not validated, it will just terminate. To validate that particular thing, here I can add messages also. Here you can also show snack bars and etc. based on the validation status, but for now just we'll keep it simple. Let me know if you wanted to see that approach. If some wanted to set snack bars, I also have custom snack bar action. I can show it if you guys need it. So for now we just set simple validation here, added the form. and email is required. Okay, this is good. Here we'll change it to password is required. So for this we'll set it as email, and for this none. All right, we just need to want to make sure that this field is filled, not empty. So we'll also set same for sign up. Right click and we'll give form here, and we'll select the text field username. So username is not important, so we'll just remove that. Email is required, password is required, confirm password is required, and we'll name it as email is required. Password is required. Confirm password is required. So email, will set it as email to validate it. Invalid email format. For login also we'll add the same. We'll save, Control S, and we'll pull the code in VS Code. We'll refresh it. Oh, it is automatically validating for login, so we don't need to automatically validate. We'll remove that. So I'll save again. And let us see how it looks for error. So error, it is fine. Let's see if we have other colors. So we have error here, error 900. Okay, this is good. For now, let it be as it is. Pull the code. Control Shift R for refresh, or you can just press R for hot reload. So now if I didn't fill it, and if we try to log in, it will show the error messages. Okay, so we have directly enter your email here. So let's fix that. Go to form. Email is required. We'll remove this unwanted stuff. Okay, and create account also if you don't use it. Email is badly formatted. We need to validate the email for even on sign up. We didn't add action for this, so we'll also add for that. Sign in, sign up. We have conditional builder here. For sign up also, we'll add validate the form. We'll add the action. here, validate form, and for this it is sign up form. Terminate if fails, yes, and save. Pull the code, and refresh. Let me try to set this half off and see how it looks. Terminal. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, like we press just R or Shift R, the UI would automatically refresh with the new changes which I pulled from FlutterFlow. So now login also we have fields validated, and create account also we have fields validated. So this is this simple to validate the fields, and as we saw yesterday, we already have an account. So mine, I'll create Gopal at gmail.com, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Also forgot password we have. We can go back. We'll have the state saved here. Let's see if forgot password works. Password reset email sent. Okay. And we'll log in. So Authflow is finally done. Let's see our next stage. So as you can see, as I explained in the previous stream, day 1 also, so using the component approach here to make it make the project structure clear. As you can see, we have authentication. In authentication we have pages and components folder. So pages, we will have all the pages which we will have in authentication, and title will have components of that particular, the components which are just particularly used in uh, authentication we'll have there. And we have shared folder where we have shared fields in case if we use this in multiple uh, pages, we'll have add them to shared folder. So title text for now it is not used anywhere, so we'll keep it in the components folder. And the next step is creating chat UI. We need to decide which UI to create. Let's see if we have something available here. This is very good UI. Basically, this is for Tailwind Next.js stack. So I really like the UI, so I wanted to use the same for our UI also. So as we previously said, we are creating application for both mobile and web. So as you can see, this login screen is responsive for both mobile and web, tablet, and everything here. have chat UI here. So this one I'm using just for inspiration. I'll modify it accordingly. I just wanted to know like how to create like like in FlutterFlow, majority of the work is in UI. So I just want for the reference. You can also check out Dribble for some inspirations if you need for chat and etc. It's also a good place for UI inspirations. Uh, here, it's also good. Actually, this UI is much better than what we saw there. Much better. It had chat UI actually, but that was good for reactions and etc. We also had okay. We also have chat UI. Good. You create keep the list aside. Yeah, I'll be right back. 5 minutes. So yeah, so this UI is very good. Actually, it's neat. We can use the same one. It's good. It's clean and nice. Colors we'll use the one we have right now. Just there for both dark mode, light mode with flow. We need to add background for this. Background shadow. Let's add that. So for mobile UI, we can take some inspiration from this UI, what we are seeing. Let me see what we have background shadow for the authentication page. Well, Y3. Okay. We have 20% here. Actually, it's a little bit too dark. Let's reduce the thing. Maybe 10. Now it's a little bit better. I guess for sharing multiple images, we can use layout like this. And most of the UI which we saw earlier was good. Okay, let's get started on the UI of the page and the chats, etc. I'll create this into two layouts. Here, have the chat layout, all the design inspirations on the right. To just keep here. For initially, we'll design this particular screen. So the main objective of this series is creating the backend or the logics correctly, and also the other parts here to make sure the UI is good. So I just wanted to do everything from scratch rather than having a planned thing. So just do an MVP kind of thing. So we'll create the UI for this one here. Let's start. Let's have a column, new chat, home. Okay, padding of 16. Add a row. We'll add a column for the story. It also create stories and etc. Be good. In that we have an icon. So we have a dotted border here for the circle. So unfortunately, we don't have that in FlutterFlow. Maybe we need to create a custom widget for if you want the same feel as dotted border here. Actually, it looks good instead of, so we have dotted borders for like natural border widget and vertical border, horizontal border widget. But for container, we don't have that. If we want that, we need to create a custom widget. Okay. So this is context tab. We'll wrap it with the row because we need to make it scrollable. It's so we'll keep spacing of 16 here in case we have different things. We'll convert this to a component. We'll call it as um, um, user card, contact card, or profile card, user profile card, convert into component. We can pass the parameters, title, name, and image once we set backend. So for this also we have chats page here. We'll name it as chats. And for this also we'll create a folder called components. And add that here. Since we are just using this component only in this, so we'll name it like that. And we'll set a start spacing of 24 and end spacing of 24. For now we don't need end spacing, and widget spacing will keep it item spacing 24. We need the search button here. Let us also create UI for that. So once it is dynamically populated, so look like this. We'll add one more row for the title and the search button. We'll add that to the top. Name it as chat flow. Or else we can also name it as chat app or something for WhatsApp chat app. But for now we'll just keep it as chat flow. We'll name this, we'll keep it like 20 pixels and 16 or 18. And we'll have a search button here. We'll keep it as into this one, and we'll keep it as 48 pixels. Have search icon. We'll keep this icon 20 pixels. Actually, this yellow and white theme is also good. We chose purple here. Most of our theme is set to purple. You can also follow this, also not. Yeah, we can anyway change this at end if we want, right? Primary text, have this. And this we need chats options here. Now let's create chat UI. We'll add a column which will have the header, the text, and we have the icon. Icon button. Copy paste the same. Keep this 16. Let's add a list view. Convert its widget with the list view. Let's add a row and a profile image. It's a little bit small from that. We'll keep it as 48. And we have a column. Let's give spacing of 8. Name and description. For we have 1.4 line height for this also. Let's name this. So we'll keep this as 14 and text weight will keep 600. We'll keep the alignment to start. And have a spacing of 6 pixels. So here we have two types of messages. One is just text and one is like send text and receive text. So we need two different texts here. Let us set this here and set this as 12 pixels. And I have 600 pixels. And let's wrap this with the row. And let's keep this expanded. Okay. And we'll add a time text here. Keep it end to end. And this also we need to add same. Duplicate this. Message. And here we need to show the tag. Let's keep it primary, and let's keep the number, add the text here, and we'll give a surround padding of 1 pixel, 2, Hi guys. I have a lot of background noise today because of the festival. I think we'll continue this tomorrow at the same time, 5 p.m. IST. We'll start from exactly where we left. Um, yeah. Thank you.